Our judge for today is Mr. Leonardo Cavallo. Okay, I'm sorry, just give me a second. We'll just start in 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. A very good afternoon to everyone. Please switch on your cameras and mute your microphones, please. Dhruv, please switch on your camera. My name is Sara Tapia and I'm going to be the host for today. Welcome to the round 2 of identity theft called the Battle of Words. We had a great lineup of participants for round 1 and 4 of our final participants will move on to round 2 where they will roast their opponent's character. Our judge for today is Mr. Leonardo Cavallo. Welcome again, sir. We are very happy to have you here and hope you have a wonderful time with us.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it too.
Now, moving on to the flow of this event. Round 2 is called Battle of Burns. 2 participants will go one-on-one with each other in order to roast their opponent's character in the format of the TikTok trend, it is the dash for me. Participants have been allotted their characters and opponents a day prior to the event. The minimum time limit is 5 minutes and maximum is 10 minutes. Participants, if you have any doubts or queries, please put them down in the chat box. I will answer them after I give out the general rules. I also request you to not spam the chat box so that I can answer your questions in a swift and efficient manner. The following are the general rules. Participants must deliver their speech in English only. Participants must have a stable internet connection and a clear microphone and camera. Participants must mute themselves during other performances. Any plagiarism will lead to disqualification and so will the use of profanity and vulgarity. Participants cannot get personal with their opponent. This will lead to negative marking. Are there any doubts or queries? Participants? Okay, we can move on. Now, if there are no doubts and queries, let the battle begin. First up, we have Steve Jobs versus Mukesh Ambani, played by Akriti Karnani, I'm so sorry, played by Akriti Karnani and Dhruv. Well, the stage is all yours. You may begin.
1 second, I am Ananya Pandey. I'm sorry.
It's not. I'm so sorry. Just hold on. Okay, so we have Dhruv as Steve Jobs and Rishabh as Mukesh Ambani. The stage is all yours.
Who goes first?
Steve Jobs, you can go first.
Okay. Is the paying of the bail for Anil Ambani and not letting him go to the jail and do his time for me?
It's having to pay your ex-wife for me.
It's taking responsibility of improving the lives of Indians and not doing it for me.
It's your father going to get milk and never coming back for me.
It's being favored by the Prime Minister and having extra unnecessary and unfair benefits for me.
It's the very fact that I'm roasting a dead man right now for me.
It's promising people about giving cheap internet and drastically increasing the prices after a year for me.
It's being fired from your own company for me.
It's the controlling and censoring the news for me.
It's selling the phones and chargers separately for me.
It's making a Wi-Fi router which doesn't even work for me.
It's the new phone can't fit the old charger bullshit for me.
It's having an upper hand during demonetization for me.
It's being a jerk to your employees for me.
It's helping your son escape a drink and drive case in 2013 for me.
It's you manipulating 14-year-old girls into thinking your product is classy for me.
It's the it's the smuggling of imported machinery under the pretext of being spares by Reliance Industries for me.
It's the tax fraud for me.
It's being the reason of increasing capitalism in India for me.
It's your turtleneck outfits for me.
It's the non-disgorgement of 1,000 crores for me.
It's sell your kidney, buy an iPhone for me.
It's the fraudulent trading in future and options of Reliance Petroleum Industry in 2007 for me.
It's being given up for adoption by your parents for me.
Is the non-bailable warrant issued on grounds of cheating, breach of trust, and manipulation of documents for me.
It's being bullied your entire childhood for being a nerd for me.
Is the construction of antenna illegally on an orphanage land in 2005 for me.
It's you calling yourself infertile just to claim that your baby in your pregnant wife's stomach is not yours for me.
Is the breaking share trading rules in 2007 for me.
It's you wearing the same clothes every time because you don't have fashion sense for me.
It's the losing of 5.2 billion in a day for me.
It's you taking 4 years to catch up on wireless charging for me.
It's gaining advantages from the new farmers law for me.
It's same phone, higher price for me.
It's being richer than Elon Musk and being surpassed by him in a day for me.
It's your non-existent eyebrows for me.
It's having a school in which students were caught doing illegal substances and forging mark sheets for me.
It's the huge bush of hair that you wish you had on your forehead for me.
It's the receding foreline for me.
It's the geekness for me.
It's the selling of live phones which are actually trash for me.
It's your holier than thou attitude for me.
It's the selling of iPhones on Geo.com for me.
It's stealing others' work for me.
It's being ranked the second biggest brand after Apple in the Future Brand Index 2020 for me.
It's the being called a hippie for me.
It's having an ironic behavior where you sell Apple products in Reliance Digital and still roast the founder right now for me.
It's you referring to your parents as a sperm and egg bank for me.
Is you inheriting everything from your parents and having no creativity and starting something which is inherited.
It's your bent nose for me.
It's copying the app Zoom completely and naming it Geo Meet for me.
It's you catering the rich for me.
It's you providing a slow 4G internet while the world is having 5G for me.
It's you dating a computer all your life for me.
It's you dating nobody but marrying someone just for the heck of it for me.
Dropping out of school for me.
It's the weird hairstyle for me.
Your father going to prison for me.
It's the lazy service of GeoMart for me.
It's you having to live in your own garage for me.
It's the sale of 1,500 rupees phone which hang after a week for me.
It's your wife running away with your baby without telling you for me.
It's the not being able to create a company from scratch for me.
It's getting outvoted by someone you yourself hired from your own company for me.
It's the lack of creativity in life phones for me.
It's being a typical white guy for me.
It's being a typical brown guy for me.
It's the you launching features that Samsung phones have since a long time for me.
It's you launching phones which have no features at all for me.
It's you not having Bluetooth jacks in your phones for me.
It's you having the bad camera and glitches in live phones for me.
It's running out of iCloud memory for me.
It's you creating a phone which nobody knows about for me.
It's your Harry Potter glasses for me.
It's the charging way more for Netflix and Disney Plus on Geo plans for me.
It's your baggy trousers for me.
It's your bad fashion sets and wearing white t-shirt everywhere for me.
It's you constantly getting high on LSD for me.
It's letting your sons get spoiled for me.
It's being fired for me.
It's being shrewd and selfish for me.
Stealing others' work for me.
It's having the audacity to roast a dead man and enjoying it for me.
It's being a joke every time for me.
It's being the main reason India do stand-up comedy right now for me.
It's selling 50,000 phones for me.
It's selling no phones for me.
It's the random words that you always speak in the beginning of your videos for me.
Is the silence you give when a reporter asks you a tricky question for me?
It's a dying of cancer for me.
Is the fixing matches and making Mumbai Indians win every season for me?
It's the iPhone X Selfie Pro Elite Buds for me.
It's you not being able to pronounce a name of an iPhone for me.
It's all the marine life that will be saved because you are dead right now for me.
It's you being it's you being a typical Guju and not giving proper services in Reliance Fresh for me.
It's your products having no difference for me.
It's the customers who you sell cheap vegetables at a higher price for me.
It's your delicate ass screens for me.
It's having a helicopter while you can't even use it for me.
It's looking underweight all the time, even though you're rich for me.
It's looking overweight, even though you can afford to go to a gym for me.
Okay, are we done?
I guess. I mean, I have
Okay.
time to say something more or
That's seen now.
nothing. Okay.
Okay, we're done. Great. That was pretty brutal now. So do you have anything to say to them?
Yeah, so first off, that was really good. I like the amount of effort you have put into finding out research and also the rumors, controversy. Okay, so that was quite good. I also like the effort you all put into the delivery. It was bang, 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 bang. So you all had your lines planned. I felt that Rishabh repeated one, so that getting fired from work, Rishabh repeated, but that also was an advantage in one way because you didn't lag at one point. So if you had not repeated that, I felt you would have lagged and it would not been that good. I felt Guru didn't repeat anything, but also he did lag. So in that case, you both had it was really close. So,
I only
but I
lagged
really liked it.
once.
Yeah. So what he did, you cancelled out sort of. If you had not lagged, you would have been for me a clear winner, right?
Yeah.
Because he repeated one. So in a roast, repeating one is like almost unforgivable. But if you've gotten into an actual roast with an enemy, lagging is like you're done. You're done.
But he also stopped the roast. Like he couldn't say anything back.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. So
And I
yeah,
started, so I had one more anyway.
exactly. So I also like the fact that you're not continuing this theme even after the round. But I really liked it. I thought you all did. I thought you did a good effort into putting not just not just appearance and all of that. You all went into controversies. You all went into rumors of what they did, their work. And although I may not have agreed with some of the things, that's not for me to judge, right? For me to judge is how you all delivered the roast and how you all presented it. So I liked it. I thought you all were really close, and I wish you all the best for the scoring.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Great work, guys. Next up, we have Seema Taparia versus Ananya Pandey, played by Nikhil Tulsiani and Akriti Karnani. Guys, the stage is all yours.
Okay, I will start.
Works.
Okay, so first of all, hi everyone. This is Seema Mami for you all. Hope you all recognize me. So
I
yeah,
don't think I need an introduction. It's your Desi
obviously,
stereotypical behavior from me.
obviously not. You don't need any recognition. After all, it's a great struggler for me.
It's your desi stereotypical behavior for me.
Beta, your father purchased you a award. It's just a fake person for me.
It's you thinking God will give you a job of matchmaking for me.
Well, I'm only gonna do your matchmaking. Your father hired me for that too, but hardly you will get any boy, I guess. It's a clowny person for me.
It's you consulting Panditji for all the matches for me.
It's you indirectly saying that you are not eligible for anything for me.
It's you accepting criticism with, I always take everything positively for me.
It's like you have no other talent than touching your tongue to your nose for me.
It's your squandering of potential of every single project you've ever been involved for me.
It's you yourself call media persons to take your photographs half an hour before leaving the place you are at. So it's a fake and it's a self-obsessed person for me.
It's your looking at the painting of a dog and asking Aparna about a cat photo, single handedly carrying the comedy of the show for me.
It's you not learning acting properly and just ruining every talent you have for me.
It's you naming one's independence as stubborn and picky for me.
I must say your struggle stories are famous everywhere, I guess. It's you are a struggler in everything for me, even brushing your own teeth, I guess.
It's you thinking 34 is too old to get married for me.
It's you not want to marry at all for me.
It's you making a match and them breaking up over a text for me.
Mm, After all, it's again a nepotism form. You are a form of nepotism for me.
It's you tagging our generation as problematic for me.
It's you going into interviews and being insulted by yourself and getting insulted by the host for me.
It's you visiting every household and even their neighbors to know about the nature of the person for me.
It's duty for me, and it's not at all your job, I guess.
It's a 35.9K roasting a 16.1 million follower for me.
Obviously, it's a clown more having more followers because it's entertaining more for me.
It's you comparing Burger King with relationships just for some money for me.
It's you ruining all your relationships because of money for me.
It's Aparna hating you completely for me. It's you
It's
matching horoscopes for me.
it's you not believing in traditions for me.
It's you showing women looking for fair and rich guys and not independent for me.
It's I'm doing a God's work for me.
It's you asking people to compromise, adjust, and overcome for me.
It's you licking all your hosts' feet and all your seniors' feet for work for me.
It's you giving too much importance to casteism to in the entire arranged marriage system for me.
It's you not thinking independently for me.
It's you finding a match for not for Akshay but his mom for me.
It's you uh, just working with just wanted to work with the co-star and uh, not delivering the perfect acting for me.
It's actually your terrible grammar for me.
It's my emotion for me, I guess.
It's your complete obsession with women's complexion for me.
It's equality for me. It's equality for me.
It's Pradyuman rejecting 150 girls and you still not able to find a perfect match for him for me.
It's you will not get any perfect match for me.
It's your racist behavior for me.
It's I'm just going to your dad and saying that I won't work for you for me.
It's me not asking you to work for me.
It's your dad who's asked to work for you.
It's your bad dressing sense for me.
It's you not promoting India culture for me.
It's you being too good for Nadia for me.
Mm, I guess I'm done.
Also, it's your belief in superstitions for me. And I would end by saying a last message to everyone that you don't have to compromise, period.
Okay, so we are done here. A great battle between two trending personalities. So, would you like to say something?
Yeah, so obviously you all did well given the fact that the nature of the personalities was very different to to the first two contestants. It could have gone south if you all took into context a lot of the other things, a lot of the history. I felt like you all managed to keep the things clean a lot better. Also, but there was not a slow, like bang, 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 bang slow, but it was good. I liked it. I liked the effort you all put. Maybe there could have been more. I wanted it to be longer because I was getting excited and I wanted it to be longer. And it felt like it was building up, building up, building up. But yeah, I thought it would be a good effort, especially given that yeah, they are trending, but they're not as big personalities as the first two names. So there's a lot less controversies. There's a lot less information, rumors, things like that. So I felt you all did well. The only thing I felt like you all could have done was gotten more involved, like yourself. Your presentation could have been a little more with, a little more rigor, a little more um, rage, a little bit, like because you're roasting someone. But yeah, it did get me excited. So it was fun to watch, obviously, and I wish you all the best for the final result.
With that, we come to the end of round two of Identity Theft. So, would you like to say something about our event?
Yeah, so just a quick message, not nothing too long. Usually, this is my job. When I get as a first, I'm the one roasting the contestants. So it was nice for once to take the backseat and just see how everyone else does it. Um, I quite liked the concept of the event, so big kudos to the organizers. And also it was carried out really well because an event like this is difficult to maintain decorum. It's difficult to maintain, the not using profanity and not getting personal because who knows whether this event will carry out past the competition between the contestants. Who knows, right? So a big kudos to the organizers. I didn't find any use of any affecting personal digs or everything was character based. Also, I liked that the contestants took on what I said in the previous event and they did a little more research into getting into the personalities that they were given. So I felt like especially Dhruv, he was actually defending Steve Jobs, not himself, but Steve Jobs.
Thank you. Thank you.
I felt I felt like Rishabh was actually attacking Steve Jobs. Like it almost felt like he had a vendetta against him, right? And I think things like that was an improvement from the first round where they were not just they were just presenting the character. Here they were actually becoming the character themselves. So I think that was a very good improvement, and it was a sign that yeah, these guys can pick up information quickly. I also like the fact that you can take anything and make it into an insult. Like that is something very creative. So I will judge your creativity based on that. What did you all take, and how did you all make it into an insult? So yeah, people have done bad things, and that's easy to insult. All the celebrities have done bad things, easy to insult. But when you've taken things like his receding hairline and make it an insult, that's like you're making it really casual, and I like that. I like that personally. Maybe another judge may not like that. I like that. So yeah, I just want to say you all did a good job given the restrictions around the event, right? So this time there's no use of profanity, but you're roasting someone. So that's a really difficult thing, right? I'm guessing y'all felt it more difficult than me because when you're speaking in the flow, words will come out. Words will come out. So you have to have a really good control over your language and I also felt the next two contestants did that well. So that is something they did really well. They had a good control over their language. So all in all, I think you all did well, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I like the fact that you all took on what I said from the previous event.
Thank you so much, sir. With that, we end Identity Theft. The winners will be announced on our Instagram page, Kani_JHC. With that, I would like to give our gratitude to Sir Leonardo Cavallo for taking out your precious time and being with us here. Thank you so much, and thank you to our participants for making our event such a success. Thank you very much, and have a great day, everybody.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Guys, that went really well. Chalo, we're done with identity theft now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. That went well.
That was fun. I mean,
Yeah, Battle of Words was really
I
fun.
really,
man.
I really like the Steve Jobs and Mukesh
I
Ambani.
know, right? They were
Same.
amazing.
Amazing. I wouldn't have.
Killed it.
Yeah, right.